Okay everyone, so we are doing a short video on how the sanitizing decon unit that will be stationed here in SMH in the EMS room is going to be used. So when you come in, like I said, it's located in the EMS room, it's behind the door. There is a, on the wall, there is a thing for Shenandoah County Decon unit. When you come in, you're going to have the tank. You'll have a gallon jug of the sanitizer, and no, it's not vinegar, it is already pre-mixed. You'll have the spray gun in a orange Pelican case that is, that's a disinfectant spray gun on it. And you locate the hose. Inside of the orange Pelican case, you will find a step-by-step instruction on how the setup process works. So if you have any questions, you can always come here and find this and be able to do a step-by-step guide on how to do this. So what you'll have to do is come in, like I said, you'll locate the compressor behind the door. You got to make sure that it has air in it. So at this point, we can see that our compressor has no air in it. So what we're going to have to do is take everything outside and get it set up. So located outside of door number 45, the decon room is a plug. Come over, get your cord unwrapped. You don't have to unwrap it all the way. Plug in the compressor. On the top, there's a red toggle switch for off and on. You turn it on. While that's going, it has to be at 50 psi minimal in order to work. So while that is building pressure, we can get the gun out and we can get the solution put in it. So the gun is already put together. On the gun, you have to remove and replace the cap each time. Also, we have put a sticker on here that says halfway point. That's how much of the sanitizer that you are going to put in the spray gun. Replace the cap, it's very important. Half a thing of this is more than enough to sanitize one unit. So if you've done that, you can set it back down to where it won't spill over or leak. Alright, so now I turn the switch off because we have the smaller of the two gauges here. We have more than 50 psi. Remember, it's the one on the left to gauge it. So I can unplug it. If it'll stay. Also remember with this is do not mess with this. This is already pre-set and does not need to be touched. So depending on where your ambulance is parked, usually if they're parked right here, the hose is more than long enough to be able to reach your ambulance parked right here. So with your hose, you get it untangled. Set it like that. Each end has a male end and a female end. Plugs in on this side. There we go. A little troubleshooting already. Take your gun back. Hook it into your gun in. And now you're ready to go. So everything is preset. So we're going to use this vehicle here to show you. You want to open all your doors in the back to the back of the ambulance and also to the front of the unit. Take the gun and just start spraying. Making sure you get all surfaces that are touched frequently. Once you are done, make sure that you leave the doors open for 5 to 10 minutes, let it air out before you get back in the unit. So when you're done, we got to reverse everything. We're going to disconnect the gun from the air hose. You want to check to see if you have any sanitizer left, which in this case we will. If you do, you want to be able to empty it back into here so we don't waste it. So we've done that part. We're going to set the gun down for a second. We're going to disconnect the air hose from this end. And we're going to make sure we get it straightened out and untangled and rolled back upright. As you can see, it's plenty long enough to reach. These things can be tricky. So once I have it, I just Now I saved myself a step here. You're not done with the air hose yet. You want to leave it set there, but you got both ends where you can reach them. The next thing we need to do is we need to get a little bit of water and put back in here and clean this out, because if we don't, this will get stopped up and you won't be able to use the gun. So if you have to, you go inside to the bathroom, or if you have a bottle of water, you can pour a little bit in, which we're going to walk into the bathroom and get a little bit now. You can also use room 15 here. So if you come in, just take you a little bit of water. You do not have to fill it up to the half mark. You can put the cap back on, swish it around a little bit, make sure you get that out of there, the sanitizer out, dump that out, get you a little bit more. Like I said, it doesn't have to be much. Put your cap back on, and we'll go back outside. So, with our water, we can reconnect. And make sure we spray it out. Usually 10 to 15 seconds is more than enough to get it out of there. We can disconnect it. Any water that's remaining in here, just take it over here to The mulch or the flower bed, you can dump it right out there. Put the cap back on. Put the gun securely back in here. With the step-by-step instructions that go back in here. You get all your stuff back. And we take it back in and we put it back where we found it. Be careful with the hoses, they can come untangled.